Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sonia, and today my husband John is here. I'm so excited. This week I wanted to do something really special. I wanted to make something for Valentine, so it would be amaze your friends, something interactive. Maybe if you are a guy, you want to propose to a girl, this would be a super fun way to do it. Or maybe you're a mom and you just want to present a beautiful dessert for everybody to be like, oh my god, I can't believe my mother made that. Then this is a dessert for you. And not only that, it tastes delicious. When I thought about this, I had this great idea, but I was like, I don't know if I should actually do this. So naturally, I asked my husband. A lot of you don't, if you're new to the channel, you don't know, he actually is a real chef in real life. Yet I'm the one with the cooking channel. Who would have thought? So this week he's joining us and he's going to be teaching us how to make this gorgeous dessert that's interactive. Are you ready? I am. Let's get started. Now I wanted to preface this video with, my husband did tell me we could buy some really nice chocolate. What's the chocolate we bought?
Well, you can do Calavo or... We
got some of that. But then he started showing me how we would have to, what is it called? Melt it and...
You have to temper the chocolate.
You temper the chocolate. Listen, I don't think all of us can do this at home. Okay?
You could, but it takes more effort.
It takes more effort. Maybe we're having just a video on how to temper the chocolate to it, because my son did it, and it was harder than he expected, because my kids wanted to build this themselves last weekend, you know, when we were experimenting, and I was like, there's just no way. So we went to our local Michael's, we bought some melt-aways. Okay, so he wants you to know that this is not like, you know, this is not that high-end chocolate.
It's not like Valrhona or Guittard, or it's actually not even real chocolate. I mean, it's
okay, but it tastes good. I did try it.
So it makes her happy.
And it makes me happy. I think this is going to be gorgeous. And this is what a lot of people, you know, are using
the easiest way to do
for
this.
Cake pops, all kinds of things. Yes. Okay? So let's see how to melt it. Let's go.
All right.
And make sure you stay. Elena is here today, and she is going to be teaching us some fun ASL Valentine's Day signs.
You just read the instructions. Place them in the microwave safe container, which this is a silicone safe container.
Okay.
Put the power on 50, or you just watch it. And
can you go too far with these?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
And then, because you can burn them just like any other, but it's a lot harder to burn these than chocolate.
Okay.
Microwave for 30-second intervals, stirring the candy until it's melted, and then pour them into the mold.
And these are available online, and like I think we picked ours at Michael's, and we even got the white ones. Remember we did the
these are
beautiful cake pops? We got those at our local Winco, and those are actually, I think, more chocolate. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
It depends on what was in the machine that day, because this is a bulk container.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
And then we got these molds, and I'm going to go ahead and link it. There's actually you probably go to your local cake shop, and I'll link it. This is from Dawn's Cakes here in Linwood, Washington, and if she has a link, I will put it in our description box. If not, you can also buy these online. We also have the big hearts, but for what we wanted, I want to make them smaller.
Do all of these, but if you just take basically it's like a makeup brush or just like a paint brush that's of okay quality, and they sell luster dust. They have different kinds, and all it is like this sparkly edible flakes that, if I don't throw it everywhere, you'd want to paint it into the mold first. That's the best way to do it. See how it's like we're only going to do a couple of these, because the thing about, you want to have a clean mold.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead.
You want to have a clean mold, but when you put it in, it will adhere to the chocolate. Now, it does make an element of difficulty when you take the chocolate out, not from sticking, but from a standpoint of you touch it with your fingers, it will come off. So you'll have red fingers and it won't be in your mold anymore. So you just...
I think using also the different color of the little melty way things, I think those could also make like for different heart colors. I liked this one, but like my daughter did make a huge heart. One of the ones that you see like on, you know, I don't know, on a million channels or whatever. She made a big one. Hang on.
Time to go get Elena.
That's right. This is real life. We're going to go get our daughter, and we're going to come back and finish this off.
All right. See you later.
Just as a reminder, make sure that you make an even amount because you're going to need one for one side of your heart and one for your other side of your heart. And then we're going to stuff them with goodies and yummy things in between these hearts. So what is everybody doing for Valentine's Day? Do you guys have something planned super special with your sweetheart?
All right, so we have silicone pots or plastic pots. These meltables, we're just going to pour some into it. So, and not all the way because you might need some of these to drop in if it gets too hot. So,
okay.
You're going to put it in here, in the microwave. And it says on the bag, you don't have to do this, but it says to do it at 50% level. So I just said power 5, it's 50% level. And I'm going to do, let's see, maybe a minute to start with.
And we bought these little silicone pots. I think they were 2 for $5 at Michael's. The biggest thing with these melt-aways is probably just to melt them a little bit at a time, about 30 seconds to a minute. And initially you could probably do it like a minute. And then you just want to keep stirring them. We end up melting them both so that we can combine colors. You're going to see what we're going to do here in just a second. But go slow if you haven't done it before. And if you get it too hot, you can always add in more of the little melt-aways and add them into the chocolate, and then it'll come back to the right temperature. You can use your imagination, just as my husband is going to do here in a second. You could blend colors, and what he decided to do, which came out so really cool. I'm not going to tell you everything he did, but the first thing that he did is he took the pink and he decided that he was going to drizzle it inside our big hearts, and then we are just going to let them cool off for just a few minutes. I just wanted to show you what they look like. So if you decide that you want to do it this way, unless you wanted to, you could do it a solid color, whatever you would feel like. These are the ones with their luster dust. And so my husband wanted to let you know that you're going to take them and you are going to actually fill them. And then you're going to kind of give it a little shake to get all those air bubbles out. And then to make sure that you have like the perfect mold, because we want them coming off the side so we can melt them together, we're actually, exactly what he's doing is we're going to tip them upside down, because if you were to just like try to paint them in or whatever, it wouldn't give the same kind of coating and it wouldn't be as pretty. We wouldn't be able to melt them and put them together. And so we actually put ours just into the freezer just for a few minutes. Do not leave them in forever, because then this is not going to work. He wanted to let you know after you had drizzled them, you're going to take that melt-away chocolate and you can reuse it. We just put a silk pat down. You can pick it up if you're at your local cake store. You can buy them at Costco, buy them at Walmart. They're great. If you're in a commercial kitchen, when he works with real chocolate, he actually works on marble, but we're here at home. So he took the red afterwards and he put it in on top of the pink and then gave these a shake to get all the air bubbles out. And then we turned them over. What he wanted to show you on these is even if you let it go over, it's going to be okay. Like, it doesn't have to be like some crisp edges before you put them into the freezer. And he's going to show you what you're going to do with them here in just a minute. So we went ahead and put those in the freezer. These are ones without luster dust. We're just going for some red. He gave it a little shake just to make sure that we get all those air bubbles out. And make sure that you pour in enough of the chocolate that it goes all the way to the top, because not it won't not work.
Just gently go like that.
Wow. Okay.
And we will fix them when we come back if I can.
Okay.
Can
Wow,
get...
John, they look beautiful.
Thank you.
Look, and they're shiny. I'm amazed that this was so easy. Well,
now you say it.
He made it look so easy, right?
Okay,
And
so those two come out, and we will. So they will change when we. So let's.
Wow. Yes, they're beautiful.
All right, let me set those. We're gonna try gently to start getting just an edge of one of these out, and sometimes they break. They need a little bit of air behind them. You gotta be gentle.
Okay.
I got some of the pink on top of that one.
Oops. Oh, it was just in the thing. It wasn't
It's
like
on
on
the.
it.
It's on the mat, and I
Okay,
moved
so
it over.
that.
So that's why if you get like a corner.
You get one little corner going, it'll just kind of like pop out. You don't need to push it that hard. And here's Elena for some Valentine's Day sayings. Happy Valentine's Day. Sweetheart. I love you, or I love you. Falling in love. Falling in love. Date. Now for the fun part, we're going to start putting them together. We are going to do this by making several knots at the bottom of some ribbon. You could also use some like kitchen twine if you don't have ribbon. I think the ribbon turned out really good. And you just want to make a big knot at the bottom because this is going to help hold up that heart that already has the candy and things you stuffed in. And what we did is we used candy sours. We also used some big gummy hearts. On the candy sours, what he did is he actually cut them in half. And what you want to do is whatever candy you use, we're going to put one on one side of the knot and one on the other and then squeeze them together. This is going to help hold and give reinforcement to that heart hanging. If not, it just wouldn't work. So you want to make sure that it's on there really good and find your two halves of your heart. And then what we're going to do is pick out some fun candy. You could also use cake or anything, nothing that would be wet inside, but we decided to just use cake. We have a gas stove, you could use any kind. We just put a cookie sheet on top and we just heat it for just a minute just to get a little bit warm. And then as you can see, you put them on, they will start melting, and then when you press them together, they will just stay together. And that's so neat. It works so easy. I can't believe it's so easy to put together. So my husband's going to start assembling some of these hearts. Just pick whatever things you think you would like. He threw in some found some little M&Ms. I think these are those little candies that say things on them. I forgot what they're called. The ones that have little messages. And I think they're so fun. Which, by the way, I think I'm still with the thing. If you were proposing to someone, it'd be fun to put the ring in this, you know? I mean, as long as they don't hit it all over the place. Oh, the cinnamon candies. Oh, I used to love these when I was little. I think it was one of my sister's favorite candies. You love them? I love them. They're so good. And then what we're going to do is just turn on our heat just for a second, heat it up, and then we're going to press them together. So you want to make sure that they are sealing together. You don't want to push really hard because obviously they would break.
The ones that are, you're like, oh, that went too far over. It's messed up. It's not. So because when you go like this and you put it on there, that's the part that's going to melt.
Oh,
so you can melt that part away and not be so worried about it because you want the connection to be good. See? Look at that.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that worked, right?
Oh yeah. I can't believe it came off so clean. It was just like this one.
Yeah, it was all messed up. That's how you do it.
Wow. Okay, thank you. I would have sat there and tried to hit it off and then it would have broken.
Yep. So
okay.
That little heart will go in there.
And it's like a little, you can't really see the same color here on the camera. It's like a little gummy. Which one was it?
It's a Brock's candy, but you can use anything.
These were really good, I think, because it's
any
gummy.
Any kind of gummy thing, any type of
okay.
Yep, cherry sour. So now we're gonna put stuff in it and close it.
Okay.
Same thing.
Okay.
All right, so let's put some more of these little sour hearts.
I thought those tasted good.
Tasty good stuff in there.
This was so fun to do. You know what's so funny is my husband, when we were dating, actually made me this big heart chocolate box. It was so beautiful. It also had pulled sugar on it, and it was filled with chocolate truffles. If I can find a picture, this was pre-smartphones. I'll try to show you guys sometime. It was really incredible. Whenever I think of Valentine's Day, I think of the first thing he made me.
You can put these in the freezer for a second. If you're hoarding up real chocolate, you want to be careful putting things in the freezer. So and the candy inside of it. So depending on what you pick, you don't want it to sweat. So if you want it in there to harden for a minute, or if you have the patience to leave it out and it's not room temp is at a good temperature, that's fine too. But okay, I'm going to show you what you need to get ready. I just want to let you know you can put this on any kind of plate. The most important thing is the part that you're going to hang it on. I actually found this. It's actually to hang necklaces. I had all kinds of ideas of what you could hang it on. Even from a toilet paper thing that has the metal part, and it sounds crazy, but I was like, what can I
order? What can I find in my house? What can I think? And this is my son's idea. So thank you to my son, John, who was like, you know what would work is a necklace holder. So this is what we found. Let me show you. Okay, sorry, I wanted to show you this because I'm actually gonna shoot my thumbnail here. But first of all, these are plates that my husband, thank you John, got ready. We're just using a white plate. You could probably use anything you wanted. I like it because it shows the color. And we just put some strawberries in this chocolate cake. I just used a box mix and just some little candies on here. And this one is the cake and just some like luster dust. And he actually, I think he put down a piece of tape to get that line going across it. Oh, this is one of the ones that got a little messed up. It's a little bit solid, but it's fine. Okay, so this is what we're gonna hang them on. Let me pull out a little in anyway. It's just meant for necklaces. If you can see it, and actually one of those ones that like turns, and it was pretty affordable. I will link it. It's from Amazon. Here's the other one. But it would work on anything that you can think of in your house. Like you'd build it or buy something like this. I bet you could probably find one of these at like a Home Goods or Ross or something like that for cheaper. I was just trying to get it. My stores are they don't have much in them right now. So, and then we're gonna hang them right here. And I wanted to show you, I got these in the mail that actually came with, I think, some of our hearts. Let me show you, hang on. I actually had ordered these. I didn't end up using them because I feel like they would have been too heavy, but my daughter made some pretty ones anyway, so I didn't care. But I know you can, and these came with it, but I know you can buy these separately on Amazon because we are gonna hit them just like a piñata and have some fun. So I just wanted to show you that. And one more thing, if you happen to have an airbrush and want it to be fancy, you can buy these on Amazon, and my son used them the other day to airbrush some, and they come out really well. You can just airbrush either inside the molds or after. Either way works. Okay, and we did put these in a freezer just for a minute, or you can put them into your refrigerator. Here's some ones. We made some extra just for my thumbnail and to have some fun. Let's be real and see how they turn out. Okay, let's hang them up. Okay, so this is what we did. So we took the ribbon and we hung them right here. Isn't this, guys, this is just, oh, I love it. I love how this is coming out, right, John?
Yeah.
I love this. It's such a pretty thing. It's gonna be so fun.
Will be. You
guys need to make them for Valentine's Day. And then if you guys put them on Instagram or Facebook, make sure you tag me in it. Okay, so here comes the fun part. I already did it. If you're gonna have this for your group, you can have multiple ones, you could have all kinds of, anything you can think of would be a perfect thing to put in here or on your plate. I feel like there's just so many things you can do. Pretty excited. I hope this works the first time. Which one should I hit? The big one?
Try the big one.
Okay, you ready?
Little oomph.
I love interactive food, by the way. You ready? I think they should bring back all kinds of stuff in restaurants. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
A little bit more.
A little more oomph. I did hear, I'm scared if I hit the other one.
From the center, not the top. You'll just knock it right off.
Oh, okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. That's
yes, that's the way you do it. This is so good. This is so fun. I love all the candy and the cake. Oh my goodness. You guys, this was so much fun to do with you. I hope you give it a try. This would be so fun to have on your Valentine's Day table. Even if it's not like you and your boyfriend, maybe it's you and your kids. Can you imagine having this for your kids on Valentine's Day? It'd be so much fun. Well, thank you guys for being here today. And the biggest thanks to my husband who really worked hard. I told him this is my idea. Let's take hearts and turn them into the piñatas. Do you think you can do this for me? And he's like, I can teach you how to do it. So the biggest thanks to my husband. It's my idea, but as always, he made it came true for me. And a big thanks to my son who found this on Amazon for me. And thank you guys for being here today. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure before you leave, if you had fun, please subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. I know I have one coming out for Super Bowl. And do me a favor, give it a thumbs up and share it out with your friends. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. One more thing, a big thanks to my daughter. I wasn't sure if I was going to put her in, so when I'm filming this, I had to put her in the middle, I think. A big thanks to my daughter for her lovely Valentine signs. I love Valentine signs. I think they're so romantic. So tell someone you love them and they're your sweetheart. Okay, let's do this one more time. I'm ready for some more fun and more candy. And Elena needs some too. Okay, here we go. Right in the middle.
Do the other one.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's come in a little more so we can see this. Ready? Okay. Oops, that's too far in. Sorry, guys. Okay, we'll just do it right there. Ready? 1, 2. I'm not very good at hitting things on the angle. There we go. Woo! Okay, you guys. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next week. I love you guys.
Bye-bye.